Yeah.
Mariah's like, shut up.
Like, you're fine.
That's not a bad word, right?
Yeah. You can bleep that out.
What's up, my beauties? Welcome back to my channel. I know I didn't post anything on Sunday, but that's because I'm doing this mukbang with my bestie. This is Gaby, my longtime best friend. It's been about 7 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing a mukbang today. We have our wings, we have our chips and our drinks and everything. And yeah, this is gonna be kind of like getting to know you. Well, getting to know us, because she'll probably be in a little bit more of my videos. So just so y'all know who she is and everything.
Okay, hi, my name is Gaby, guys. This is my, I'm acting like this is my YouTube channel. This is my best friend, Marissa. Yeah, so what is it? How do you pronounce mukbang?
Mukbang. I say
Mukbang?
I didn't know there's any other fancy way to say it, so I just say mukbang.
Mukbang. Every time I say, I'm like, I'm gonna do mukbang. But I don't know. It almost sounds like a ball. It's not talking about that. But yeah, ask us a question. My sister, by the way, is here. She is going to help us with asking us questions to start conversations. So let's see how this goes.
Okay.
We only eat Wingstop once every 6 months, so it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Why are you explaining?
I don't know. I feel like I gotta explain.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was kind of, take y'all on the beautiful journey of our friendship. What were we gonna call ourselves? The Black Tinas? The Blitzy?
We used to say that Black Tina's hi.
Yeah. Yeah, we were gonna have a YouTube channel. We were gonna do a vlog and everything, and we were gonna call ourselves the Latinas because I'm black and she's Latina. So we were gonna do that, and but yeah, so we're gonna take you down this wonderful journey.
Alright. What's your sign? No, I'm joking.
Is that the question?
Our signs are Libras.
We're both Libras, yeah.
Oh my god, her birthday is 2 days after mine.
Yeah, she's 2 days older than me.
Yes, ma'am. I'm always trying to plan something for us to do for our birthdays.
Damn, it's
I spilled the ranch, sorry.
It's really hard to do that though, in my mind, just because we're really busy sometimes. But.
And the fact that it's during the school year, and our birthdays never really fall on the weekend. So it's really hard for us to do anything.
I remember in middle school, come to us when they want food, right?
Right. No, Mariah. Mariah don't come.
Mariah about to fight. Okay.
I'd be like, Mariah, what do you want to eat today?
Alright,
you want to eat today? You were not thinking about me.
She was in the finger. She was like,
wait a minute, don't say that. I guess, what is the greatest lesson you've learned in your life? One of them, not all of them, but just one of them. So far.
maybe to be yourself. I feel like, well, I'm like, okay, maybe it's basic, but I'm serious about that. I feel like ever since you're younger, you see people that, what?
Alright. I'll make this easier. Gaby, you're really into mental health. Something about that.
It's bad.
You can sum it up in a sentence. If you were to sum it up in a sentence, what would you say about mental health awareness?
Okay,
mental health is very important. Selena Gomez, my girl. She wants to. I was looking at her. I was like,
no Selena Gomez talk. No, I'm playing. I'm
trying to think of because then I could talk about how the Latino culture that's not really talked about or that's frowned upon. Would that be too much to talk about?
I think POC in general, the POC community.
I'm not trying to do that.
But that's why a lot of people going to a therapist is a sign of weakness. You know what I'm saying? If you go into a therapist, like mainly in like a POC household, you go to a therapist, now you're automatically telling the world that you're not capable of doing things. You're not capable of handling real life. Like that's basically what, you know, a lot of Black and Hispanic, like a lot of people of color family, that's what they have to go through, because, you know, a lot of people don't believe that mental health is a real thing and it's a real issue, because they all see it as like,
weakness.
it's a weakness.
Yeah.
It's a weakness, even though it's not.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not right. Just because, like, what do people think that mental, like, what therapy is? A candle?
I moved it. I'm sorry.
Like, what do people think that therapy is? Like, really, it's just you going to a safe place that you should feel safe at and talking to somebody about your problems. Just having somebody to talk to. Some people just don't want to talk about their personal things with their best friend or their family, you know, and it's just talking. Like, what is so bad about that? You know, and I feel like the stigma is really bad right now. Especially like right now during COVID, when COVID hit, like there were so many people who felt trapped in their own homes, or sometimes, you know, abuse happens, like all of this internal, I don't know how to say it, like these internal feelings that you're feeling, you just want to let it out. So I really feel like I definitely feel like mental health is a real thing and we should take care of. Especially coming from a Latina household, like I know it's really hard to talk about certain things because they also see that as like a weakness, or they see it as machismo. Like machismo. Definitely, it was definitely a big topic. We're not gonna talk about it today.
You have to tell me what that means so I can put in like the subtitle.
So machismo means, I don't know. I can give you an example. An example is like of a man thinking that I gotta be careful with my words here. I can give you an example. Like, let's say a man would be like, oh, I'm gonna do this for my woman. I'm gonna do like work, do this and do this, but expect something back from the lady. You know, like he's in charge. He's the man of the house. He, you know, it's like that masculinity, but like really like, you know, like so their pride,
that's a form
ego.
of manipulation, you know. That's a form of manipulation. That's a form of manipulation.
And it's very well known, especially like with the Latino culture, but I'm sure it's also like
that's well known
men in general, to be honest. But I feel like this generation is different just because, you know, now it's like feminists. You know, the feminists, you know, have
not our generation, Generation Z.
Okay, so machismo technically it's the same, like there's the same word.
Definition, yeah.
It literally is male sexism.
Love it.
And that's very dominant,
yeah,
I guess, in usually in a Latino household, but I think in any type of like culture, right?
There's a lot, it's just different levels, I think. But
Yeah.
it's just that because in like let's say Mexico or Guatemala or like any of these other places, usually it's the man working, you know, like the class, like
the man is the owner of the house.
What is it? The gender roles are very like traditional.
Men work and the women stay with the children. Okay, so all right, what is your dream vacation?
Oh, let's get it.
Why do I always gotta answer first?
No, I'm going.
Oh,
I'm just trying to get my words together. My dream vacation is like a month-long vacation, and I want to go around the Caribbean islands. I so badly want to do that. And then like it can either be with a group of friends or it can be with my future boo thing or whatever. And you know, like I just feel like that would be that would be awesome.
that's awesome. Okay.
Honestly,
my dream vacation would honestly be Italy. I don't know why. It's just like the food or Greece. Italy or Greece. Because I feel like Greece.
Like fit them in.
Oh,
The Italian.
no, not really. No. I mean, no offense. No. Cut that out, please. No, I don't. It's not that. Honestly, it's like the culture. My thing, I've always loved like experiencing other cultures. And when you think of Italy, you think of like the food. You think of like the old buildings and like the road. And like, it's just everything's so pretty. And I'm like, I hope one day I get to experience that. But Greece, I thought of because of like supposedly they have like the clear oceans, right? Like, well, at least in Google, according to Google, they have like clear oceans and everything's like white.
Google tell you?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
I don't know. It's supposed to be a pretty country. So I don't know. I've always wanted to travel the world. So I'd be blessed to go anywhere but here. Yeah.
I got you.
Chicago. Chicago is beautiful though. Don't get me wrong.
Wait,
you know?
what is she?
I want to experience like other cultures. I feel.
I just
It's
missed
another
it. What
good
did she say?
conversation.
Right.
Like I feel like here they're.
You're not gonna leave me, right?
No.
Okay.
No. Everywhere I go, my sister goes.
Mariah.
I'd be grateful if Mariah said yes. She'll never want to do nothing with me.
Are you kidding? I
I'm
told
like,
my
Mariah,
sister
wanna
no.
go
I
out?
should grab her bags and like, my sister think of her as like, oh my gosh, she's like a big
Gaby.
bodyguard.
You almost there.
Guilty.
You almost there. Let's just say that.
She bringing back food, so I want to know where she at.
Mariah, why don't you ever want to go anywhere with me, man? What you doing? I'm not a bad driver.
She's
Shall we
like,
cut that out?
You're not. I just don't want to. And everywhere you want to go eat.
I always say, my sister's your sister. Take her. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll switch.
Bro, let's
How
like.
you gonna offer me like that?
I'm kidding.
Man, but then-
I'm not an object. I got feelings.
Okay.
You're fine. Like Maria.
Mariah's like, shut up.
Like, you're fine.
That's not a bad word, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can bleep that out. Alright.
Control your laughter.
She said that's not a bad word, right?
Okay.
I keep getting sick. But
You choose a question. I don't know what else question, unless you got a good one with your
Yes,
head.
Mariah, ask us a question. Please.
what's the worst injury you've ever had?
Why are you laughing?
She just set me up. Listen.
What's your? Why are you laughing?
Cause listen,
Man, y'all gotta see it.
when I was a child, well, not a child.
A few years
Before I moved out here, maybe like 5th or 6th grade, I was on the cheer team. We were doing a stunt. The girls in my group, 2 of the girls, the bases, they didn't like me or the flyer. I was the back spot. They didn't like me or the flyer. We went to go throw the girl up in the air. We did a basket toss. Why did they step to the side? The flyer literally lands shoulder, head, my head like crunches down. So, like literally my neck got shorter. Like I lost something in my neck.
That
Like
makes so much sense now.
Right now.
Okay, my favorite.
It's the funniest thing about that injury, okay?
I had to
Was
walk
the neck
around with a
brace.
freaking neck brace.
The neck brace was the
Because my
funniest
neck
part.
was sprained. Like if she went any higher and any heavier, she could have broke my neck. Like she could have broke my neck. So I had to walk around with this really ugly neck brace.
My mom took a picture of her. It was the funniest picture ever. She's sitting.
You should
She
put
was
it in the
in-
video. You should
She don't got it.
That is embarrassing.
Bro, she's sitting in the front seat. The picture.
I don't know. My mom might have it somewhere.
Oh my
You know,
god.
and the worst thing about the whole thing is that we went to Champs, right? I had my mom and the doctor was like, "Oh, you could decorate the neck brace." It was like $5. It was like $5. So I decorated it because I was like, "This is ugly." Yeah, it was a neck brace. It was a whole neck brace. It was ugly.
Oh my god.
And so we went to Champs, right? We went to Champs, and the stupid cash. I've always remembered this because it made me cry. The stupid cash register dude was like, "Oh, is it cold outside or something? Why you got that ugly scarf on?" I was disappointed. My heart was broken. And I was like, "It's a neck brace." He goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to go. Oh, it's not ugly. It's cute." Man, it broke my heart.
If you saw it, you'd be laughing. Well,
Okay,
Gabby,
look at
what's
me
the worst
when I-
injury you've ever?
I'm ready for
I
it.
think I was in the soft. It's not that big of a deal. Natalie's reaction is the way she tells the story is funnier because in her eyes it's funny, but mine it's not. You know.
Action.
I deserve a lot of editing. No, I don't. Okay. What I was saying, my worst injury. I think it was like in middle school, because that's the last thing I remember, to be honest. When I was Can I say my middle school? Like,
If you
my
want
name?
to. If you want to.
No, because
Walt
people are gonna
Disney
know me.
You want them to find you?
No.
Listen.
Okay.
No. Okay, so
Listen,
I
at
was in
this
middle.
point, I only have 60 subscribers. Who gonna know you?
All right.
Half of them are
All right,
people that know my
softball.
church.
No, better not share this. I'm kidding.
Softball.
Chop chop.
Okay, yes, I was in my middle school softball team, and I remember that there was this one time I didn't have like proper softball shoes, right? It was like just like Nikes, like, and they're mostly like split. You know, you could easily slip on them, but so okay. Anyway, I was on the stand, and it was my time to batter, hit the ball, right? And batter up. You know, I just say that. High School Musical comes to my head. Okay, so I went up and I hit the ball, and it was my turn. I don't know if it was my turn. No, I'm sorry. I was in first base and I was catching the ball, right? So the girl hit it really hard, but it was out of bounds. So I had to go catch it as fast as I can. I say from house. You don't get what I'm saying. It's been a while since I played. Okay, anyway. I chased after the ball, and you gotta imagine this, right? So when I'm running, there's like a big hill downwards, okay? I just keep in mind the shoes I have on. So I ran after it, and all I remember is like, oh, you know, and like I fell. I don't know what my leg did, but it was just like, it was like, you know, and everybody was waiting for me to come back.
Here's like my point of view.
Yeah,
comes
this
in.
is my sister. This is my sister's point of view.
So after I see that, like, we just know that Gaby was on the field. Okay, all of a sudden everybody's like, "Where's Gaby?" I said, "What do you mean?" Playing? I don't know, bro. I turn around to my right, and I see this child just. She's literally laying on the floor.
Cause really, I
And
was
we
like,
run
this.
to her. We run to her. We're like,
Everybody-
"Girl, what happened?"
I could not move. I just could not move. Like my ankle could not move, and I was
And
like,
what?
bet
You
you
sprained your
sprained it, like,
ankle, right?
yeah, and I was like,
You-
oh,
she
and
sprained
I
her
didn't
ankle.
scream or anything. I was just like in pain. I could
Yeah,
not
we
move.
didn't hear.
And I was just waiting
Literally
for somebody to come
2
by.
minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Like that was a long time. Like, bro, she's still catching the ball or something. Like, that's when we saw her.
Yeah,
That would
and
have been my issue. I would have been like, forget the ball, and I would have just sat there. Just
Bro,
never
the
go.
coaches were asking me, my mom, where the hell she was.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and that's
where
when
she
I saw
went.
like the
Where she
whole
went.
crowd coming towards me down the
Yeah.
hill. I was like, oh my god. Then everybody was surrounding me. I was like, oh my god.
Just
Yeah.
imagine that. Just a little child is going.
I bet you was wearing there like some type of cartoon character.
Yeah, that
That's
was
what
the
she
first
was
time I
like.
would ever like I wore crutches to school.
Yeah, she was.
I've never
like
heard
that.
it, so.
So yeah, honestly, I don't even remember what the injury was.
You pulled a ligament, I think, or something in her ankle.
It
And
hurt.
then- let's see.
This is water. I felt like I had to say that.
No, you didn't.
Because we have red cups. We're supposed to have clear.
Make sure you just show the earlier part when she poured this instead. Oh my god.
Right.
Okay. So let's talk about like TV shows.
Ooh.
We're only
Let's
gonna
get
talk
it.
about 2 of those if we have enough time.
We should talk about the Avengers. Or,
Oh,
like,
wait.
Marvels in general. We have that in common. Maybe no. Okay.
I was just gonna say
Okay.
Criminal Minds, but
Right.
okay.
We can say like what our favorite Marvel movie is.
Yeah, what is it? There's a lot.
Are we
There's
recording?
like 20 something. Yeah, there's recording.
Yeah.
It's recording right now.
We're still recording.
And
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
more than just the basic ones, girl. You gotta think outside of the Avengers. You gotta think Captain America, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man.
Like not
Okay,
just
you
like
think out of the box.
just
Mine is
not.
Captain America.
That's your favorite Avenger. Oh, what's your favorite Avenger, Melissa?
Oh, okay. So aside from Captain
Who? Sorry,
America,
who?
I was
Who's
gonna
your
say
favorite
Black
Avenger?
Widow though too. I love Black Widow.
I love the Winter Soldier. I can't get over him. I love him. Bucky Barnes.
I know,
I
right?
absolutely love him. I absolutely like. I love a good underdog. Wanda in Winter Soldier, because I love a good underdog. Like them bad to good, and you know them good to bad. I mean bad to good characters.
Well, technically, wasn't Bucky
Like
like
mine's skinny to
good
buff.
and then bad and good?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like I just like those characters that kind of they have like a drastic change. You know,
Mhm.
I love those characters. My favorite.
I mean, I guess you can consider Black Widow one of those characters, but we don't really see that part until
Her
the
movie's
movie's
coming out.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's gonna be on Disney Plus, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get premium access
I'm
because
just gonna
a
watch
lot
it
of
in theaters.
No, we're gonna watch it in theaters, girl.
wait, it's
You
coming
know
out in
that's the
theaters.
one-
Yeah.
Yes.
I I thought it was
Everything is
just gonna
starting to come out in theaters now.
be. Listen.
Yeah, we should low key do a vlog for that
Yeah.
day.
Oh, what's your favorite Marvel's like
Captain
movie?
America. Oh, movie?
Movie, not Avenger.
I think the one that made me cry so much was really like the last Avengers. What was it?
I can't bring myself to watch it again.
Endgame?
Endgame?
Endgame. I was like, there's so many.
I've
seen
Endgame,
it?
honestly.
I know I've seen it. I
You
just
have seen
can't.
it. We all
No,
watched
No,
it.
yeah, I'm saying I've
Oh,
seen
God,
it,
you.
but I can't bring myself to watch it again because it was so sad. I can't.
I love
Anything-
feeling the things. I start crying again and I start
can't.
cheering.
Like, I know I'm not a big fan of Iron Man, but the fact that Iron Man is, you know, donezo, deceased, gone, no more. Like, that just makes me so sad.
Honestly, I remember like the vibe. We remember us three were there when watching it, and like everybody cheered at the same time. Everybody was like, you could felt the crying. Like it was just so many emotions in that theater. This is why I love going to the movie theater. It's one of my favorite things because
I
you
can't.
could really go through the emotions and listen. You know.
It's
All right,
too much.
next question. How did we first meet, girl? This is like the whole video is supposed to be.
Oh,
about
yeah,
how we
yeah,
first
yeah.
met.
It really was.
How did you guys first meet?
Okay, so how we first met. We met on the cheer team. Okay, so technically we met the year before because we had a class together. But like I sat on one side of the room, she sat on the other side.
In high school.
In high school, yeah. The next year, she was on the cheer team her freshman, actually all 4 years. I was only on the cheer team for like honestly my sophomore and senior year. I wasn't on the cheer team that many years. I met her at the 4th of July parade. Usually like they go and they march down the street and everything. I was like the
You can have your
I
experience
am.
and my like side of
Yeah, I was the only black girl on the team. So you can kind of see where like I was very, very isolated. I was so nervous because I'm like, I already know that all these girls are going to be clicked up and everything. But one girl, if you remember Sky, I knew her through track. So she kind of made me feel a little bit more comfortable because I knew her through track the year before. But she actually came up to me and she introduced herself to me because I was just standing by myself. Like I was honestly, I was going to cry because I'm like, I can already feel the like unwanted.
The rejection.
Yeah, like I can already feel it. And she walked up to me. I'm like, oh my God, like God literally sent me like a best friend right now. Like I was grateful for her to walk up to me and actually like, you know, talk to me, introduce herself. Like the whole parade, we hung out and we talked and we walked down the street together. Yeah, so like that's how we met. I'm actually really grateful for her to do that because honestly, I would have been on that team by myself, like all alone and bored out of my mind, you know?
Okay. Yeah, so that is where we first met. I'll tell you like my side or like what was going on in my head, I guess you could say. I remember, it is true, like our team was mostly like...
We live in a predominantly white neighborhood. I didn't say
I
that
feel
right.
like certain
but-
words are sensitive, so I try not to, I don't know what to say.
You could
Yeah.
say predominantly white neighborhood.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
you know,
So most likely...
at that time, now it's more diverse.
A little,
lot more
yeah,
diverse.
yeah. But like
Yeah.
back then it was that. So she was the only...
Black girl.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Again,
fine.
girl, people are sensitive about that. So I don't
It's my channel, like
African American.
I
Okay, black
say
girl.
black girl.
I was, I think, the only Latina too. To be honest, there was like one girl. I think
There's
she
a
was like
couple of
mixed, but you know she was already clicked up with like everybody. Yeah, so it's like how she said. We feel like everybody else was already clicked up. I remember being like the odd one out, but like I still, you know, like still talked to some of the girls back then. I think I was still a little intimidated. So yeah, I remember when she first got into the group, I was going in the 4th of July parade. I think it was my first parade too. Yeah, because I missed the first one. So it was my first parade too. And I remember seeing her and I'm like, she looks so lonely. And I'm like, and I'm kind of lonely too. And I'm like, but I want to have fun. You know, my family was there. Like, it was my first time in 4th of July parade. And they were like a little further down, like ready to cheer me on. I was like, you know what? Like, it was a lot for me, you know, because I was still kind of shy. So I was like, okay, let me go talk to her, you know? And my sister's looking at me. I am technically shy, but like when I have like this ounce of like confidence where I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever, like let me just do it. So that's when I went up to her and I was like, hi, I introduced myself, and then we just clicked after that. And then after that we became best friends. Like it was pretty much like me and my Marissa like against everyone else. Like it was kind of just like that. Like everybody else had their cliques, but we didn't care. Like this is all we needed.
Yeah. Because I'm a very like, I don't have no problem making friends, meet new people. But in that situation, I just kind of like, I felt that energy. Like I'm basically like, that was the only sense where I felt like this was a high school movie and I was the new girl coming to the school and everyone already automatically like don't like me. Like it just felt like a movie moment. So
that
I was
the
like,
same thing for us, no? In high school.
Yeah, but I don't know. I never really like hated my high school. I always tell people like I loved my high school experience. I feel like I never really had to deal with any of like the bullying or anything like that. I don't know why.
There wasn't a lot of bullying in
Right?
Oakland. There wasn't a lot of.
I don't know if it's just that we're nice or we just didn't experience it.
No, everybody like I think everyone.
I just think they didn't bully us.
Yeah, I feel like that might be it because I can't speak for everyone obviously.
Yeah,
but, like,
true.
I think I've seen like, because I was okay. Never mind. This isn't about me. I'm not even explaining it.
It's okay. Go ahead, girl.
No, because I was gonna say like I was like part of the student helpers club, and so I didn't know this was happening, but apparently, or not apparently, but like obviously like I knew like when some kids would sit alone is because sometimes they want to sit alone, and so my like I think it was like my junior year of being in that club, we developed a new system called like the buddy system, and they told us that we had to sign up basically. Like they said like okay like sign up for your lunchtime. And if you see a kid like sitting by themselves, it's your duty to go and.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
I wish
And we had
that.
That's
no, and then we had to wear our
shirts.
shirts. No, we had to wear like our neon green shirts to like okay like, and I kind of feel bad like if I want to sit with them, I want to sit with them like, because I don't want them to feel like oh you're just doing this because it's part of the club. Like that's gonna make them feel even worse.
Why did they make you? Did you really do that? Like you wear?
I never saw anyone sitting. Yeah, I had to wear my shirt, but I never saw anyone sitting by themselves. At least on my lunch. And I thought that was kind of sad. I was like, oh, I didn't know that happened here. I'm not saying I sat with like, oh my god, a group of friends. Like, no. I'm just saying like, usually some kids just like sitting by themselves, and then it just makes it more awkward, and then they just feel more stressed. Like their anxiety just goes up when someone approaches them.
Right.
So, like same thing in college. When you see someone sitting by themselves,
man, I would.
Don't go up to them. Don't go up
college
to them.
is a different thing.
No, college you want to be alone.
Yeah,
There's
college
no,
I would hide
in
into different rooms to eat my lunch.
You're like, if you don't approach me, don't come over here.
Don't come
like
I get embarrassed. I'm just like, please don't even look at my way.
right, obviously
I want to be invisible right now.
I always put my hood on and then tie the little thing. I'm like, yo, I'm invisible at this moment. Like y'all don't see me.
Man, we really became antisocial when it came to college. Like, and it's funny because you're supposed to be like the most social like person in college. You're supposed to like.
I think it's different because we stayed home. Because
that's true. We're not like
we didn't go into we didn't go in a dorm. I went to a community college, so I didn't have that opportunity. I wish I had that opportunity, but like I also, since I did cheer and everything like that, and then I did the like mentor program where I was being mentored and then I mentored someone else. I got to meet people, so like it wasn't bad, but them 7 a.m. classes will literally bring out the evil in you.
I guess that brings us to our next question. What was your experience like your first day of college? Of course, it's like in person. It's not online. Like it wasn't online.
I cried.
You cried?
I cried. I was so sad because I remember. Yeah, I know.
You can talk about mine too, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was so sad. I don't know. Like I was very nervous. I had no one to talk to. No one to like, hey, you want to be, my commuter buddy? Because again, like I did live a little far from my university, so I had to take the train. And I got there and I went to my classes, and there were so many people, and I was like, and again, like my high school, there was only like 15, 20 students in each class. Max maybe 25 or something.
Right.
So these classes were like 200, 300, or even if it is like like smaller classes, which like for usually for my language classes, they were like maybe like 20 kids again.
Right.
Like I still feel very intimidated because I felt like everyone knew each other. I'm like, how? You know? Like I'm like, okay, but then I gotta think, I'm like, okay, like most Chicago schools, like I don't know, I feel like they all know each other.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I was a suburb girl. You know, I was the one that came from a suburb, and I was like, you know. So again, I didn't know anybody. So I remember going home, and I was just like I could breathe, and I just started crying. And I remember like that first year was honestly like hard. Honestly, college was hard when it came to like honestly, I could say like I'm almost done. This is like my 4th year. Like I know people, I could I guess consider some people friends, but I haven't really made like a good connection with anyone. You know, so that's why it's like very important to me. Like I have a very small circle. Marissa's a part of that circle.
Yes, and
My
mine is
sister's a
even
part of
smaller. It's literally just you two.
It's gonna be like a
literally
sob
just-
fest. Stop. You know, yeah.
cheating
So I
quiz.
keep like my close friends with me, and they're just like my support system throughout all of it. You know, so yeah. So you go ahead. Explain your first.
My first day of school, I had like 5 classes that day. It was not bad at all. Luckily enough, because it was a community college, a lot of the people that I went to high school with were in my classes. So that actually helped out a lot. But my one class, I didn't know anybody in the class, but that was my best class my entire college because first of all, my teacher, she barely knew anything. She didn't know what the heck she was teaching. I was passing that class with like 99% in that class. And I was basically like teaching the other students and stuff like that, but it was lit because like it was a bunch of like dudes. It was me and this one other girl, and they were like they weren't stupid, but they were like funny stupid. So you know, like all they did was crack jokes and goof around. So like I enjoyed that class the most. But yeah, like college has been, it feels like high school to me, like but with just a lot less drama.
I liked high school.
I hated high school. I hated high school. I sure did.
I know, right? Like me and my sister had a good experience.
I'm not okay.
I had
I know
a
everybody's
lot-
different, but like when people were like, "Oh my god, yeah, I can't wait to get out," I'm like, okay.
I had a lot of beef.
Like I didn't mind leaving.
A lot of beef.
Ooh.
All right. Last question. What are your goals in life?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start it. So, one of the biggest goals that I actually accomplished so far is this YouTube channel. Like, that was one of my goals when it came to makeup, and I was so scared to do it for such a long time. So then I finally kind of just, after I got a new phone, I was like, okay, I could do it. So that was one of my goals. My goal for this now is just to grow and keep being consistent, because me being consistent with updating is important with literally everything. But another goal of mine is I want to open up my own cosmetic company, like my own cosmetic line. That's like my 2-year
MJ.
goal.
Sorry.
I have a name already. Me and my dad came up with it.
What is that?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to have anybody steal it, because I will fight. No, I won't. But I will call the police. Not the police. I will file a lawsuit if you take it. If
I'll
I
be
say
your
it.
lawyer.
You get it. All right.
Yeah, I get my lawyer. But
No, I will be your lawyer.
okay, she'll be my lawyer because
Yeah.
she's studying for law because she a baddie. But yeah, so that's one of my goals. Like that's gonna be kind of like my 2-year kind of thing. Maybe not. Maybe less than that. Maybe longer. I don't know. And then another goal of mine. This is a goal that like a lot of people kind of look down on because not a lot of people do this nowadays. But I want to be an author. I want to publish a book, and that is like one of my top goals because I love to write, I love to read, and a lot of my favorite authors have published amazing books, and they've inspired me, and they've inspired so many other people to write. So that was one of my goals, is to be able to inspire people and just motivate them to, you know, actually become a writer, because people think that writing is like, you know, it's different. I'm gonna just say it's different than becoming a rapper or a singer, because everyone's doing that right now. So I say, you know, that's one of my things. I want to inspire other people, but I also want to like publish my book. I'm in the process of doing that now. Okay, sorry.
Woo!
Yay!
Can't wait. I'm gonna get the first copy.
No, ma'am. That's going to my parents.
Damn, okay. Not even saying. Okay.
I'm joking.
So my goal in life is to be happy. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. My goal is to be a speech language pathologist. I want to help kids. I feel like no matter what career I decided to choose, I know like my heart is always in with kids, to take care of kids, to love kids. I want kids one day, you know. Another goal of mine is I have a small business. It was really hard for me to start it just because I feel like there was like a lot of negativity when it came to like starting something new, where it's like, oh, you won't, like, oh, why are you doing that? Oh, why, you know, like you can't make it big, or I don't know. Like, I guess like people didn't really think that I could use my creativity and make money off of it. Remember there was one day on, I think it was Valentine's Day, me and my mom decided, can I say Jewel? Me and my mom decided to go to Jewel. Don't sue us, Jewel. Okay. Me and my mom decided to go to Jewel.
Say that.
I don't know what I can say or can't say. Okay. So me and my mom decided to go to Jewel, and it was like a few days before Valentine's Day. And my mom and dad, their anniversary is on Valentine's Day, right? And my mom was craving chocolate covered strawberries that one day, right? And I was like, okay, you know, and I was thinking, I'm like, maybe we could buy that for my mom. So me and my mom went to go look at the berries, and they were ugly. They're so ugly. They like did them. I was like, I would never give that to anyone. I was like, no. So that's when I decided. I was like, you know what? Let me try to make it on my own. So I bought all the supplies and I decided to do it on my own, and they turned out really nice in my opinion, you know. But when you see my progression, I feel like I was like, whoa, you know, like I thought that was nice. Like now I'm like so proud of myself and how much like I improved. But yeah, so I decided to start my small business, and it has been growing slowly but surely.
Yes.
And I don't know, it makes me happy. It makes me happy.
I will put her link to her channel, not her channel, her Instagram in the bio, in the description down below.
Yeah.
Because she is and she's bringing me something pretty soon.
Yes.
I'm excited
I
for her.
do. Yes. It's funny because like I started with berries, and then I, you know, slowly but surely started doing casicles, cake pops, Oreos, and like all these things. And it's like the more I learn, the more in love I, you know, become with my own job in a way. You know, and I've always loved things that are personalized, so anything with my name on it, I loved it. So my business is called Dipped by Gaby.
Yes, do not steal that. We will sue. Just letting you know.
Yeah, so that's
No, really, it's copyrighted.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm
Like,
kidding.
There's that little R right next to her name. Play with her.
But yeah, I appreciate anyone's support, you know, and feedback is always, you know, I like that too. So that's my goal, I guess, you know, to one day have like a bakery. But I don't want it to be like a normal bakery. I want it to be like one of those, you come in and it's like so pretty, like the store is as pretty as my stuff, you know what I mean? Like I want people to come not only to take a picture, you know, because I've always liked these. I like to go to pretty restaurants, take pictures, you know, vlog, you know what I mean?
Like nothing bunk cake, like how their store is so pretty in there.
I
I
mean-
thought it was pretty. That was the first time I've ever been in there. I thought it was
you really
pretty.
you gotta go out more.
I do?
Yeah.
I sit in the house all
I
day.
guess, you know.
Okay.
So
I
yeah,
just do
one day,
everything.
hopefully, you know, I get enough supporters, enough money, and I'll raise to have my own little business. Hopefully in either downtown Chicago or somewhere in LA. I don't know.
Same.
You
That's
never
why
know.
I
LA
wanna have
maybe.
my-
'Cause I feel like that's where like most people, you know, YouTube and stuff.
That's lit. We can have our businesses right next
Yes,
door.
I'll take you with me, Nati.
That's lit. We can have our businesses right next door to each other.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Dip by Gaby,
And
and
then
then you
it's
can
like-
come over to get makeup by not saying my business name. But
Okay.
yeah. Oh my god, that'll be lit. So that's all that we have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's gonna be a little chaotic. There's gonna be a lot going on, but I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys, you know, like our conversation that we had today. Yeah, and pretty soon we're gonna have more content, whether it's just us. I think I might just have my own little category where it's us, or like, you know, this little group that we had today. But you know, as usual, if you guys like this video, comment, let me know what you guys think. You can hit that bell and you can get notifications on whenever I update, and then you can hit that subscribe button as well, and you can get content from me. Yeah, and other than that, you guys can follow my Instagram, which is Beauty by Marissa J. You can also follow her Instagram. Say it.
My business one?
Normal.
My normal? Oh.
No, her business.
Well, it's on private.
Well, whichever one.
It's on private, but I guess. It's
Whichever one you want.
I just link it down.
Yeah. Okay, we'll link it down in the description. You can follow my beauty Facebook page, which is Beauty by Marissa as well. And then my Twitter, which is more of like a Marvel fan page or whatever. You guys can still follow that, which is Makeup by Mimi72. And yeah, I hope you guys. Let us know what you guys want to see more of, and we'll try to do it. But you guys have a nice week, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.